Greetings, Sugahbee. Well, today is Wednesday, and I am doing a segment like the energy of Wednesday, which is business, in the Yoruba or the Ifa deity. The day of Wednesday belongs to Oya, and Oya is the day of business. Also, it's the day of the nines, and so nine is about looking at cycles and ending cycles. So any cyclical thing that you may have as a habit, Wednesday is a good day to break those habits, to start a new pattern or stop an old pattern so that you can now reinforce a better pattern. So I pulled cards from the Tarot Illuminati because I'm talking about money, and this particular deck is full of beautiful gold and green, and it's luxurious. It reminds me of the emeralds, and so that is what I'm using. And this one is by Eric C. Doon, and the companion book is by Kim Huggins. Really a beautiful deck of cards. It's really busy, I will tell you. And I've had this deck for a long time, at least 10 years. And I only tend to use it when I am specifically inquiring or looking at the energy of money. So the first card that I'm pulling is about the US dollar. I wrote some things down. It's about the US dollar. The second card is affecting corporate. So if you're working for a corporate industry, how does the energy read for this next week from Wednesday to Wednesday? And then the third aspect that I'm looking at is entrepreneurs. What is it for entrepreneurs? And the last one that I'm looking at is, what is the energy for real estate? What's going on in the real estate market, right? So, and I did not allow myself to go and listen to different thoughts or ideas because I did not want it to persuade an intuitive message coming in. So I do want to say that if I say anything, it is really based on the cards and the intuitive expression, and not something, not some news I heard. And if there is something that I've heard, I will make note of that as well. So the first card I pulled is about the outlook for the US dollar. And I'm going to tell you, that one doesn't look good. So the High Priestess shows up, but she shows up reversed. So you see she's got her golden book there, her grimoire, and yet here it's reversed. Well, the US dollar at one point seemed to be the end all be all currency, as in it had the last word, and also that currency has such secrecy about it. And this particular High Priestess is one with a lot of secrecy, a lot of unknowns, and that you actually have to dig a little deeper to understand the aspect of money, who's running the money, how money is expanded in the economy. So in this case, this High Priestess being reversed is really, cutting at the knees per se, that the US dollar is not strong, and the US dollar is losing its illustrious, lucrative, I would say even sultry, central presence in the world. So the world is no longer being mesmerized by the power of the supposed currency of the US dollar. It seems that there are more provocative currencies than the US dollar. And this next week, there may be some tough things discussed in regard to inflation. Yeah. Inflation and how our money, or what kind of value the US dollar has in world currency, or in exchange with world currency. So the next card that I have is affecting the corporate. So if you work for corporate, then how is your outlook financially in the corporate world? Or let's just say you run a corporate business. Well, I'm going to tell you the Four of Swords pops up. Look at that. And that is definitely contemplative. So this would be connected to, because we're looking at business, and he's in the royal house, right? So when I look at this card, we're looking at a person that's really thinking things over. And across the U.S., those that are in tune and have the authority over money, they're really being strategic as to what information gets leaked out, and so they're laying dormant. They're trying not to rock the boat. They're laying really quiet about how much our finances are changing in the next, I would say, in the next week, and then throughout the summer. Now, the third card is connected to entrepreneurs. Now, I love this card that show up, and I love the direction that it shows up in. So this card is the Nine of Swords. So when we first see the card, we go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. However, this is the Nine of Swords. And this denotes escaping um, the issues that surround entrepreneurs when it comes to money. It's there's never, may not be either enough product or people or service, whatever the case is, or enough trust that is being undone, which is really good, because now the great escape has happened, right? The great escape, and that's so that intuitively and intellectually, the thoughts around how well you're doing in business, and then the action about doing well in business are congealing, they're merging. And so that is a good sign. That Nine of Swords reversed is an excellent sign that the entrepreneur financial outlook looks really good in this next week. And so that would be from today, Wednesday, to next Wednesday. And the last card that I pulled for the week is the Lovers. This would be connected to our real estate. Now, it's interesting. A lot of the times we think lovers, it's dealing with two people in a relationship, and it can be based on the question that we ask. However, this is about real estate. This is what I pulled it for. And when you see this card in particular, it's definitely a strong financial looking card. You see all the greenery, and you see all this life, this earth, right? So that's real estate. But if you look in the very background, it's a cold front right there. And so what it looks like is that even though it may appear that there's some great areas that we can invest in, that we need to be very discerning about those areas, because it might not be as it may not be a stable area, or it might offer some resistance financially. The man is looking towards the woman, and the woman is looking up towards more evolved um, answers or presentation, right? Well, this could mean that one idea is not really cooperative with the other idea, and one person may be more financially um, responsible, or lack thereof, and the other one is seeing how much they are responsible, and looking for some sort of guidance in regards to some financial decisions, because it looks pretty bare in the background. So we need to look at what we've invested in prior, and how it will benefit us in the future, and then how much time and energy we need to put in to that future endeavor in regards to some real estate that we may have picked up, or that we're thinking about holding. And that would be in the next week, and of course that can extend itself beyond a week. However, in the next week, from here Wednesday to Wednesday, we want to really scrutinize what our endeavors are, what our wants are, what we want to participate in regards to our real estate decisions. Also, there's the idea of collaboration and understanding what that looks like for you financially to collaborate with someone else in regards to your building project or your real estate acquisition. So that's something um, to take into consideration. Well, thanks for joining. I'm really glad that you are able to see this Wednesday message, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another wonderful message about how we think about our progress and how to eliminate negativity surrounding that. Now, if you have not yet subscribed, please do that. Click the link below. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell so that you can get future messages that I'm either live or that I've uploaded a new video. And also, don't forget, please remember to like this video. Thanks, and I'll come at you tomorrow. Ashe.